Hello, and this is interesting. We're looking at my main channel, and you're probably wondering why I've got the videos up here. And these are kind of old videos, aren't they? Well, a couple of weeks ago, I went through all of my tutorials. I took a look at how many views they were getting, how many views they're getting now, and just seeing what exactly is going on. And this is kind of a study for my school right here. I've got just click right here. So right here, YouTube Creator Workshop, where I am, I wouldn't say teaching, but helping people with growing their channel using Evergreen content. So I was just looking through all of this, and I was just looking at the analytics, but I wanted to look at these from my main channel right here, like just from the videos here. So I looked at my most popular videos, and it's very interesting. My number one most popular video has 615,000 views, and that is a 6-year-old video, how to craft and use a fletching table in Minecraft. And guess what? Let me show you the latest video. How to craft and use a fletching table. 3 days ago. Newest video. I am replacing the old one here. The old one was recorded in Bedrock Edition and with really bad audio. So, it's about to be 7 years old, by the way. So this one is old. The next one, at 593,000 views, how to craft and use a smithing table in Minecraft, 1.16 to 1.19. So this one I made not too long after this. And then next, we're going to the potions. How to make a potion of night vision, 588,000 views. This one is part of a series of potion videos. Potion videos, that whole series did really, really well for me. And this was at the height of my channel. Well, let me just say, about a year after this was when my channel was really shooting up. Keep in mind that this is also when PewDiePie was doing Minecraft. Actually, I think it was a little bit after. But the next one, this is where things change here. Fourth best is how to get and use enchanted books. 4 years ago. This one is currently doing fairly well. And you're going to start to see a pattern here. If you notice, I don't have any new videos up here. Why? Because Evergreen content and tutorials take time to get up to this level here. It does take time. And it's over this time. And this is why you want to have a lot of them, a lot of these videos, because they all add up together. Which is why I have 28 million views. And looking at other channels of similar size, they usually have half the views or less than what I have, which is interesting. And then the complete guide for villager jobs. This, for a long time, was my best performing video. It has 461,000 views. And then we continue. How to craft and use a stone cutter, 444,000. Again, this is one of my earlier videos. Bad audio, good audio. I believe this has good audio. I think this is after I got got the new computer. And then Potion of Invisibility, 417,000. How to make an awkward potion, 409,000. And then we get to newer again. This one's only 3 years ago. How to craft and use a brush, 369,000 views. This one did extremely well. And then it died off after a while, which is something that happens with tutorials sometimes, especially when the interest isn't there to see them, right? Or to search for them. Enchanted books, though, this continues to be a well-watched video. And then to round out the top 10, how to craft and use a smoker, 359,000. But the next one, this 5-year-old one, how to get and use moss blocks. This one continues to be one of my best performers these days. 353,000 views. Number 12, how to craft and use a lectern. This is one of my first tutorials. It was also the first one to reach 100,000 views. This was the one that made my channel take off. Thank you, lectern. Unfortunately, this is bedrock only. No, this is not bedrock only. I did another video where I did the redstone of a lectern. I need to redo this and make sure that this is like completely including the redstone features. But let me see. We go 6 years. 4 years again. Frogs continue to do fairly well. 6 years. 6 years. 4. This one does fairly well too. Clay farm. 4 years. Silk Touch is doing well. I started going through all of the individual enchantments. And 6 years ago, Pickaxe Enchanting Guide. So I did enchantments in 2 different ways. I first did them by item. And then 2 years later, I did the individual enchantments. And these ones are doing fairly well now. 2 years ago, Infestation, 239,000 views. Another one, 2 years ago, Trial Key and Ominous Trial Key. Let me see if I've got one that is much more recent, like 1 year ago. So we got 4, 3, 6, 5, 4, 6, 3, 5, 5, 4, 3. By the way, this is my best performing video at the moment. 3 years ago, 181,000 views, and it's going up fairly quickly. And we're not seeing any that are 1 year. There we go. How to get and use the Woodland Explorer map. This one is really interesting because it's one of my more recent ones, but it's been really doing well. Why is this the one Explorer map that's doing well? I don't know. And there we go, 2 years ago. Now this one, crafting table. This video took a long time to start doing well. And then in the last 2 years, it's just shot up. Very, very odd, isn't it? But just looking at these are all older videos. Some of them, a handful of them are newer, but mostly older. And like I said, well, here's another one. Resin. This one's doing pretty well too. 115,000 views. Those ones, and this is my best villager trades video. And this one as well. So these ones are a couple of years old. Sponge, a couple of years old. And these ones are doing well. Like they get a good number of views these days. But why does it look like this? Why is it that I don't have a whole bunch of newer ones here? Well, that's the nature of Evergreen. They don't go viral. What happens is they take their time to start growing. Usually the first few months they're a bit slow, except in the case of, let me just go here to the latest. You'll see what I mean here. So the fletching table 3 days ago, 169 views. This one hasn't really caught on in search yet. It will. And then we go to shelf mushrooms. This is for the next update, 276 views. Not doing great, is it? Next month it will be. I'll tell you that. A poplar tree, 658 views. Not bad. But you're probably thinking, you have 68,000 subscribers. Why isn't this doing so well? Why aren't your subscribers watching this? Think of how, if you want to look up information, you search it, right? So right now, people are not really searching for how to do all these things in the next update because it's not out yet. they're not thinking about how they're going to do it until it's time to do it. Which is why you look at Potent Sulfur video, 8.6 thousand views. Automated Sulfur Spike Farm, 7.2 thousand views. These are popular. These are things people want to know about. Sulfur Spikes, 1.5K. And then the Bounce Music Disc. People usually don't care about the music discs so much. Cinnabar, 1.6K, while Sulfur is only 950 views. It's interesting. It really depends also on competition in search, you know. Sulfur Caves, 9.6K views. So these are the ones. You'll notice that Sulfur Cube is missing. I still need to do that video. So this block of videos is from the last update. Most of them have at least 1,000 views. And over the next few months, usually about 6 weeks to about 3 months after I upload a video or a tutorial, that is when they start to take off and they are ranking higher in search. It usually does that. It's really interesting how that happens. How to get an Elytra without fighting the dragon, 4.5K. And then this trio that I did. This one has 446 views. But how many people search for smooth stone? Not many, because this doesn't have a lot of uses. Cobblestone, 557 views. It's such a basic thing. A lot of people don't search for it. But stone, here I've got make stone, 1.9K views. And then this one, how to edit the F3 debug screen, 6.7K. If we go back, let's just go back here. Name tags, 9.1K. We got Golden Dandelion, 7K. This was the spring update. There wasn't a lot for that update at all to make videos for. And previous one, 2.5K, 2.5K, 1.6K. These are some things that people don't encounter very much. But then, 45K Nautilus armor. Okay, that one's much higher because people are interested in that, right? And then we go, going back to even earlier. This was September last year. Some of these are not doing great. Now, let me tell you what is going on. And this is being seen by a lot of people on YouTube. And it's a complicated thing. For new videos, people are searching for, let's say that they're searching for something. When you do the search, usually you have a whole bunch of shorts appearing up here. That's why. Shorts are being prioritized by YouTube. And before this, the videos were doing far, far better. So let's go back. This is over a year. Lava Chicken 13K. This is around when things started to change. This is when some of the things were not doing great. But if we go back before that, there we go. We've got some explore maps here. This was not a very popular update because of it was basically just updating these things, adding some explore maps and adding wildflowers and fallen trees and some bushes and some dry grass. Firefly bush, 13K. That's the kind of thing that was happening with that. Go to the previous update. We got good numbers here. 115K, 30K, 43K, 55K, 10K, 28K. That is how things were normally doing. So in recent, at least since about spring last year, things changed on YouTube with the homepage. homepage, much bigger thumbnails, and usually there's about 3 long form or 6, it depends, and then shorts, lots of shorts. Another thing is, a lot of my views come from Google search. But what is happening when you search on Google? You're getting an AI response now. You're having an AI tell you exactly what to do. Yes, my videos still rank on Google, but people are using the AI more often. This is something that people are complaining about. A lot have complained about it. And this is no idea if this is going to change. So we are having to kind of adapt everything. So I'm increasing the number of tutorials that I'm doing every week. I'm trying to do 2 or 3 a week now. I am actually going to be recording one later after this, and it's going to be about the dappled forest. So I'm preparing for the next update. And we'll see how this goes. It looks like a very popular update, so who knows? We'll see. And that's going to be interesting. Now, for Let's Plays, I am going to be focusing on giving it more of an evergreen flavor. So, if we take a look at... Where are my playlists? Here they are. So I've got here this one. This one is advertises a show. So this one, I'm going to be doing something with the titles of the newest videos. And what I am planning on doing is making it sound more like a tutorial, and I'm even going to be recording a tutorial-like section. And this should allow it to be more like evergreen content. So that is my strategy. And this is something that I should do with some of these videos. I should change some of these. And in fact, let's go back here. What am I doing? All right, playlists. If we go to Minecraft School. So Minecraft School is a tutorial Let's Play, right? If I can find it in here. Ah, there it is. So 46 videos. And these ones have larger numbers. I mean, some of them not very impressive, because caving, Minecraft mob combat, and obsidian. That doesn't sound like a very interesting title. So these are things that I want to do, and change titles to improve how it sounds. But as I go down here, how to find a nether fortress in blaze rods, 15k views. That's decent. For a Let's Play, how to explore a mineshaft in Minecraft, 12k views. Especially when I have mostly tutorials, like mostly tutorial subscribers, I guess you could say. And as we go down, like, it really depends on what the topic is, right? 11k views, essential tips on exploring Minecraft, 1.18 caves. How many people are going to be taking a look at 1.18 stuff now? It's a little bit older, right? So I need to keep updating things. Fletching table, of course I updated. This number will grow. The chill Minecraft ones, I don't care about the views. For this one, I am just doing it as a relaxation, just something fun for me, just so I can enjoy doing what I'm doing, you know? Yeah. So we'll see what happens. It's interesting looking at how things have changed over the years. and how my own uploading habits have changed over the years. What I would like to mention is that I did go through a period of rather bad inconsistency over the last 1.5 years for tutorials, and that greatly affects things. It's a signal to YouTube that I'm not consistent, and when I'm not uploading videos as frequently as I was before, especially the same type of videos, it's a signal to YouTube as well as my own viewers. YouTube sees that I'm getting fewer views because of fewer videos, and so they're not pushing them out as much. And that is something I need to rectify by being consistent. And that is my aim from now on, getting back to that consistency. When I was consistent, I saw consistent growth. When I'm not consistent, I don't see consistent growth. It makes sense, right? So that is exactly what I'm seeing. But anyways, let me know what you have to say. Actually, I did get a comment on this fletching table video here, which is going to be the subject of tomorrow's video. It's going to be an unsolicited advice video, I guess you could say. You know, receiving unsolicited advice. Anyways, let me know what you think of how the algorithm is treating me. I'll just say that a lot of people have been noticing the changes. They've seen a decrease in views because of homepage changes, and that affects a lot of videos at the beginning. So it's not being pushed out as much. Your videos aren't being pushed out to audiences as much because they're not showing as many videos on the homepage anymore. The competition is totally changed. But anyways, I've talked about that before. But let me know what you think in the comments below. If you like videos like this and would like to see some more, then please consider subscribing to this channel as well as my main one, which is right here. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.